Ba-dum-bum-bum. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Boom. Shouldn't get any issues from Discord anymore. Hello, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. Just wanted to hop in. I missed my doing a stream yesterday, so apologize for that, but we're back. And hold on, I'm just gonna close my window really quick. There we go. Alright, if it gets hot in here, I'll open it up again. But, welcome, welcome. Today, hold up. No, this one's just as stubborn. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, cool. Hello. Today, I want to play some Powerwash Simulator and just talk about some random things. But the first thing that I really do want to talk about is the whole situation with Reddit, if you're unaware about it. Hi, David, I'm streaming.
I was going to ask if you want to go out for lunch.
Oh, no thank you. Thank you. But, first thing I want to talk about is the entire situation with Reddit. I myself am not a Redditor. I don't use Reddit, but I do watch Penguin Zero as Critical, and all his videos literally anything from that stuff. But I just saw he published a video on, I think this is the end of the whole, it was a Reddit. Hi, yes, cleansing. Welcome, Marco. But, this is right now, the entire, like, Reddit, strike, or protest, has just ended because of the fact that, the CEO of Reddit, and the Reddit admins, and stuff like that, they decided, hey, why don't we just send out a threat. Well, at least see how loud that is. Oh, let me turn the volume down really quick. But, they threatened all of the Reddit mods that they would forcefully remove them from... Yeah. I just turned down the volume. But, let me see how loud that is now. Okay, not bad. Anyways, so, the whole Reddit protest that was going on because of the fact that Reddit was removing itself from a bunch of more accessible apps, like easily accessible apps, much better sites than Reddit was actually able to make with their own website. They removed all their... Well, they removed the ability for those websites or apps to be able to host Reddit on it. So it kind of just got in the way of a bunch of people who would use Reddit on those, because Reddit does not have good accessibility options, like text-to-speech, stuff like that. It's a lot harder to use. So people would go there so that they could access Reddit, but they decided, no, we're not earning enough money, so why not just make it harder for people to access our website? I find that completely bullshit. Major corporations really need to stop doing this kind of stuff, because it's just negatively affecting people that want to use their site, because what they created others find very cool. I think it's really horrible if a large corporation removes the ability to... Yeah, that's good. removes the ability to access their site from people. Even if they're not earning money from it, I think it's good to have it that leads more people to their site. And plus, not everyone needs, like, further accessibility options. That's just for people that can't, are, like, blind and need text-to-speech, stuff like that. But the Redditors decided that they would do something that was actually good, and they wanted to go onto a strike. But with that strike, they announced that it would only last 2 days, which I don't know why they had announced the end date, because that would just tell Reddit when it's going to be over, so that all they have to do is grit their teeth and bear it all the way until then. But it's just ridiculous. And Reddit had put out the threat that if they continued to keep their subreddits privated so that people couldn't access it and less people would go to the site, so it would very much negatively affect Reddit, that they would remove their mod status and then replace them with different mods on the subreddits. And we all know what Redditors do next. They really, really want to be in control and in power. So they just gave up the entire strike and put all of the subreddits back onto public. Which is completely ridiculous. They were doing something really good, and it was actually working. They could have just... it's just so stupid. Redditors, I swear, you are pathetic. Like Reddit mods, I don't care if that pisses anyone off. I don't care if people would go to the site. Yeah, that sounds good. Sorry, I'm still checking the sound, Marco. Is this sound good for you? Are you able to hear me when I do this? Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Yeah. It's just completely ridiculous that Redditors would give up the strike so quickly, all because they need that power, and they need to be on Reddit. That's like a lifeline for them. Which, guys, please, go get a different life than that. You're just gonna be sitting and just doing Reddit. Day in, day out, all day, every day is horrible. It really is. But that was the main thing I want to talk about, because I just watched Penguin Zero's video, or Moist Critical's video, whatever you want to call him, on it. Well, his final video, because he made 3. One on the start, and then a, like, not a recap, kind of a recap, but just, yeah, no, a recap on what's going on, and then news on what is happening then. Because a bunch of people, or like a bunch of big subreddits, kept their subreddit on private, so that people couldn't access it. It is really unfortunate. I just find it sad that they couldn't have kept going through with it. But then again, I don't use Reddit. I really don't care too much about the site itself. I care when big corporations, stuff like that, do shitty things like this. But, you know, that's what happens. But, yeah, I just wanted to cover that really quick. Talk about that. All I learned from for the Reddit situation is from Moist Critical. So, if you want, like, more information on it, go to his channel, watch his 3 videos. He's super entertaining. But yeah, fun stuff. Not really fun, but you know. How was your day, Marco? Your Sunday? You were oh. Waiting for the session? Yeah. I do need to do my... I'm trying to do... I'm trying to do streams every single day. Because, you know, that'll just be good. Oh, really? Not that? What are you waiting on, then? Waiting for my family to get things done so I can focus on that without risk of... Oh! Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you just moved into your new house. How is it so far there? Big. 3 floors, nice. And you have the whole basement to yourself, right? The abyss? Goodness sakes, Marco. It'll be your domain. Good. Good, good. We'll have to come visit you soon. Don't know when, possibly. We might be able to next week. It's like an hour drive from where I live, right? Bottom. Pretty sure it's like an hour away from where we live, or from where I live. Not too far of a drive, but still a decent drive. Big valley. It is manageable, yeah. It's just not like an everyday thing. Or like a out of the blue thing. Besides the visit, when the visit does happen, there will be food, yes. I'm excited for that. Ambrosia? Yeah, Ambrosia. The only thing Ambrosia reminds me of is Hades, the game. You played it, right? How you can get Ambrosia and give it to some of the gods, or anyone really that you can interact with. As it should, yep. Hades was a good game. Yep, and your friends. Gods and friends, which technically the gods can be your friends. I'm so excited for Hades 2. Like, I'm so hyped. Because they have Apollo in it, and Apollo is my favorite Greek god. Yeah. Dionysus is cool, but I like, what am I? Yep. I like, Artemis probably the most in that game, out of all the gods. Artemis is fun. Secret Shot is really good. But my favorite thing for the cast is Demeter's cast. Or Demeter, however you want to pronounce it. Where you just get that beam. Yeah, it's probably the best cast in the game, I think. In my opinion. Unless you're going for duo cast. Yeah. Man, that's a fun game. Ooh. Artemis and Ares is a really good duo. Yeah. Artemis and Ares. They're both rather kind of similar, except Ares is way more eccentric. I'm just really excited for Apollo. See what kind of abilities he gets you. Bunch of light abilities and arrow abilities, and Apollo's the best god. Prove me wrong. Oh, this fire station needs so much work. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-da-ba. This game is very relaxing. To complete this, I'm going to need to get all this. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be horrible. First, I've got to take care of all the appearances from the outside front. So I'm going to have to remove this. It is horrifying how disgusting this is. But I'm going to clean it. It'll look great, I promise. Just got to make sure all outside, like, front appearances is beautiful, clean fire station. I'll transform this fire station so good. I feel like my English is getting worse by the day. Oh, disgusting. I clean this damn ladder. Oh, no. Hold up. Okay, up, pull up, hop out of the after party. Oh, yeah. Between Hoshi and Sasuke. They both have different ways of going through their traumas. Yep. Alright, what topic should we talk about now? So we talked about the Reddit situation. And the dogs are angry. Uh-oh. I may need to go assist with that in a moment. Yeah. I've heard nothing from Tumblr for like years upon years. I forget that it's even a thing sometimes. Or was a thing. Is it still a thing, Tumblr? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard from anything from Tumblr. I know stuff like, wait for the day meet is back on. Man, look how beautifully deceptive this is. Oh, I need to clean that. I'll start with the main building first, but then I'll move over to that. I'm gonna clean the roof. Ba-dum. Oh, here's something to talk about, actually. Have you heard of the XQC signing over to Kick? Or not Kick. Was it Kick? Is that what it's called? Hold up. XQC signs 100 million contract. Yeah, he signed a 2-year, $100 million deal. Yeah, Kick. The newer streaming platform that all of the banned Twitch users are going to. Yeah. So XQC signed a deal with Kick, a $100 million contract, which is not even not like a full exclusive contract. So all that XQC has to do with Kick is just stream on Kick, but he doesn't have to exclusively stream on Kick for 2 years. So he will be streaming on Twitch also, but probably only to just tell people, hey, I'm gonna go do the rest of my stream or something over on Kick, so go watch it on Kick. Because Kick has way better... We don't talk about Kick that often, but this is something to talk about for sure. But Kick had that 100 million, or has a $100 million contract with XQC now, and I think that's like the fourth biggest sports signing in history, even though it's like streaming, not sports. I wouldn't really count streaming as a sport. Some people do, but with Kick, they have instead of Twitch's 50-50, like, pay split, so Twitch gets 50%, the streamer gets 50% of the earnings from their stream. Kick has a 95-5, so Kick gets 5% of the revenue, while the streamer gets 95%. So that's just already way more incredible than Twitch's one. Yeah, it is. Kick is a lot more, like, small streamer friendly, way more than Twitch is. And it's also way more big streamer friendly, too. Because, I think it was that Twitch is doing something in the right direction, but in the wrong way. So basically, Twitch, I think, is, from what I heard, or what I can remember, Twitch is doing a thing that if you have 350 monthly subscribers and more, I think the number was 350, then they'll switch you over to I think it was a 75-25, or a 70-30, I think it might have been. So you get 70% while Twitch gets 30%. But that's only for a year, and if you can't maintain that, then you'll go back down to a 50-50. You can't access Twitch? Why? Every time you try to watch, you get a error to what is that? Which means for some reason my internet's hate it. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't like Twitch at all, so I will refuse to ever stream on there. Plus, YouTube has better rates for streaming than Twitch does. Though, it's not like YouTube's a saint. Let's be honest here. YouTube, you're kind of shitty. You're also controlled by a mega corporation Google, while Twitch is controlled by a mega corporation that is Apple. So, I mean, not Apple, sorry, Amazon. Not Apple. Apple's better than Amazon, but still, it's like, they're just creating a new phone every single, like, 5 seconds. I miss Steve Jobs. But, yeah, I just don't like Twitch at all, really. They have horrible mods. Absolutely horrid mods. That just ban everyone that's not a girl. Just so that possibly they could sleep with that girl, but they will never be able to. It's so stupid. And that's why I will stream on YouTube whenever I want to stream. Who knows, might go to Kick. But I do not have very much of a viewer base at all. I have got Marco, and that's my viewer base. But we love Marco. Marco's the best viewer base I could ever ask for. But, you know, Kick is also not really too in the right for anything. Because with Kick, they... First of all, I think their first mistake, in my opinion, which was allowing Aiden Ross to stream on Kick. Because I don't like Aiden Ross at all. Aiden Ross, Tate, Sneeko, all those assholes, dude. They're all just a bunch of assholes. Not everyone thinks so, but that's fine. People can think what they want to think. I'm not going to try to change their mind on that. If they want to like Andrew Tate, they can like Andrew Tate, and if they want to like Aiden Ross, they can like Aiden Ross. They're just all really annoying and just rage-inducing for me. Because I'm a soy boy in their eyes. Though, Sneeko does the most soy boy ass shit. Like, when he had the... I don't know if he still does, 'cause I don't know how much Sneeko streams anymore after his little tussle with Moist Critical. The Florida man himself. He really showed him what's what by saying that she was a magazine, not a clip. But, Sneeko had a little wall of people who have offended him. So it's just a wall of people he holds grudges on. Which is just so ridiculous. It's like 5th grade level shit. And then he keeps those up on stream, and then he insults them because they insulted him and shit like that. Yeah. The internet's full of a bunch of idiots, but that's alright. I happen to be an idiot, not one of those idiots, but I am an idiot. I can't speak, man. Can't speak at all. Hey, dog. What you doing, Lily? Can you not pull out my cords? Possum? Lily, 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 step out of there. Step out of there. Step out of there. Please, thank you. There we go. What have you been up to today, Marco? Hold up. I'm getting a quick call. One sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, Marco, you alive there? Marco? Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. What else do I have to do here? Gotta clean this cladding, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. This thing. Big red thing. I'm gonna finish off with the garage roof. Glad to see that the stream is healthy. Hello, whoever else joined. How was your day, Ben? What else do I have to clean on this? It's a lot more dirt than I thought I left. Oh, here's most of it. There we go. Gotta clean that. Then I'll get over to the floor. Or the roof. How about I do the wall base first? Okay. Wall base is almost all done. There we go. Okay, wall base is all done. Well, to whoever is on the stream still, I hope you've enjoyed your day so far. I hope you enjoy this stream. I'm just going to be chilling here, answering any questions in chat or just talking to people in chat. Oh, yeah? Are you going, Marco? Oh. No, 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 no. I'm not leaving. Okay. Okay, I thought you were leaving for a second. A lot of rust on this thing. Yeah, 'cause I didn't get any response for you from you for a while. Yeah, that's all good, man. Oh, I can clean rust with this. Oh-ho! Come on. There we go. Much better. A lot of rust on this. Either that's rust or grime, but... Awesome. Oh, this wall's done, so now I'm gonna do the back wall. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I still need to watch the new Spider-Man movie. Everyone says it's really good. Which I'm sure it will be. That Whopper Burger King made for it looked horrible. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need to jump over onto the roof. And, yeah. Okay. What do we have going on up here? I don't know why they want me to clean that. That is something that I'm pretty sure remains dirty. So they have to burn it all the time. Oh well. Also, how is this only $1,000 job? I'm cleaning an entire building and a half. Should be paid like $10,000 for this shit. Getting paid way too little. Okay, fire exit all cleaned. Now it's time for this floor. Which I'm gonna need a... Does that work? For the most part. Alright, I guess we can do it with this one. This one's just way better. Probably my favorite attachment on the power washer. Because it gives a bit of a spread, but it's also really, really precise. I can just do bonk, bonk. Marco, you here? I have a question for you. Okay. This is a Naruto-themed question. So, I've got a bunch of versus battles for you. I want you to tell me your opinion on them. What do you think of a live Itachi, so not Edo Tensei Itachi, but a live Itachi versus Jiraiya? Who do you think would win that? My money's on Jiraiya, but... And that's not because I'm more biased towards Jiraiya over Itachi. I just believe... Yeah. The thing that Jiraiya knows, though... So, Kakashi knew about the Tsukuyomi. So, I'm pretty sure Jiraiya would know about Tsukuyomi, considering that he was, like, the Leaf's stalker for the Akatsuki. And we've seen Jiraiya escape from Amaterasu already. So we know he has the full strength to do that. And then, to avoid the eyes, all Jiraiya has to do is go into semi... Well, yeah, of course, Kakashi got caught in it, but guess what Jiraiya doesn't even have to do? He doesn't even have to keep his eyes open. He can do a sensory technique, where he can see everything around him. Without having to, or sense everything around him without actually having to look into the eyes. And if Itachi just puts him into a regular genjutsu, Ma and Pa can break him out of it. So, like... I think it goes to Jiraiya. Well, of course he needs to keep his hands together. But... He still has Ma and Pa to throw out jutsus, and he can still avoid Itachi. And then he's got... why am I forgetting his giant frog summoning's name? Well, they might get caught in genjutsus, but Ma and Pa can break him out of that. As long as they don't keep eye contact, yeah. Like, I'd say out of 10 fights, I think Jiraiya loses, like, 3 of them, but then the other 7 Jiraiya would win. And if Jiraiya is able to have, in terms of proper lore, assuming Itachi doesn't get the Jiraiya, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Alright. Let's see. What's another fight? That we could consider here. Okay. Here's like a big thing. This isn't like a full-on fight. This is like... I saw a video from NC Hammer on this. He said... Or he had a video idea, which was, what generation of the Kages are the strongest generation? Like, which generation is the strongest generation? Is it the first with Hashirama and a bunch of unnamed guys? The second with Tobirama, some unnamed guys and some named guys? The third, where we know about everything about all of them, with, like, Hiruzen? The fourth has, the fourth is... whatchamacallit? The fourth generation would be, you know, all the fourth ninja... or the fourth Great Ninja War guys. Stuff like that. Which Kage generation do you think is the strongest? So as a generation, it's the weakest one with one, or the weakest with one outlier. Yeah. Hashirama, I don't think, would be able to carry all of those guys on his shoulders by himself. Sure, he was able to, like, take out every single tailed beast and then distribute them upon all the other Kages. Yes, the third Mizukage was a Jinchuriki. A perfect Jinchuriki. Of the... I think it was the 4 tails, was it? Or the 3 tails? Yeah. 3rd gen. I very much agree. We know the most about the 3rd gen. Well, we don't know the most about the 3rd gen. We know the second most about the 3rd gen. But they just have so many good players that it's like... It's... yeah. Because all those guys versus Hashirama, Hashirama would lose. Okay. Now, who do you think would win in a, like, if the Uchiha massacre was not, like, did not happen, and the War of the Uchiha and Konoha actually went through? Who do you think would win? Yeah, he does have particle style in the group. Well, like, with the whole, Konoha versus the Uchiha clan, like, they would include Shisui, and Itachi. But the thing in that is that the Hyuga would probably lose because they have Fugaku, who has a Makangekyo, which probably has a Matarasu in it. But yeah. But Itachi would not have his Makangekyo. Shisui would. And like all the big guys on the side of Konoha wouldn't really measure up against the Uchiha. Hiruzen would be a nightmare to take down, but Hiruzen was, or Fugaku was compared to both Hiruzen and, no, he wasn't compared to Hiruzen. He was compared to, crap. Why am I forgetting his name? Minato and, hello. Welcome, Yamburger. But, Fugaku, Wicked Eye Fugaku, he was compared to Minato and... Why am I forgetting Kakashi's dad's name? But... So, I'd say Fugaku would go 1v1 Hiruzen and mostly hold him down. Might Guy would be an issue with the 8th Gate of Death, but all they'd have to do is catch Might Guy in Koromatakame, and then send him going with the 8th Gate of Death throughout the entirety of the leaf. Yes. Danzo would also be going out there, and he'd also have the entire route on his side, except for Shisui and Itachi. Yep, Yamato, the root organization. Which the Leaf has really big major clans in it, but those big major clans do not stack up against the Uchiha. Yeah. But what if they were able to convince Obito? Because Obito wanted the Nine Tails. So if they could convince Obito into joining them as a fellow Uchiha, and Obito thought of the situation as, oh, okay. I'll wait till you're good. That goes in Uchiha's favor fast. Yeah. As well as Obito could possibly in the chaos with a very not defended Naruto, take advantage of that, and then proceed to release the Nine Tails as well as control it in their favor. He does have a better wood release than Yamato. And Yamato wouldn't be able to pull down the entirety of the Nine Tails at all. Yep, steal the baby, make the baby a weapon, and then force the Leaf into submission using the baby. Sure, Hiruzen was able to push the Nine Tails out of Konoha with his adamantine staff, but that wasn't enough. Then Minato had to take care of the Nine Tails. And also, he wouldn't even be able to have the time to do that because he's distracted by Fugaku. He's got to fight Fugaku. Like, the equal to Minato. No, he did not outright defeat Kurama. All he did was he pushed him. I mean, he'd probably be able to beat Fugaku using, like, Monkey King Enma, because we all know how strong Monkey King Enma is. Yeah. All the elements. He has every single elemental release and mastery in all of them. As well as he was able to fight. You'd have to. The one downside to the Sharingan is that you'd have to be able to make your chakra make an element to copy something. Yeah. Exactly. And I don't think Fugaku has all of the elemental releases, so we can't quite copy everything that Hiruzen can do. Kashi, yeah. Yes, purely canon. We will not discuss, like, well, I mean, here's the... would we count... I don't know if we count the fact that Fugaku has a Makengekyo in this. I personally would like to, because I feel like Fugaku would, after all that battling that he went through. But if he did, what would the powers be that Fugaku even had? Probably Amaterasu, because of how commonly that is run through the family tree so far. It is very much logical. And also, I really like Fugaku's Makengekyo design. It's really nice. I'm asking so as to only use... We'll probably only add one thing that's not in canon to it. The whole Fugaku having a Makengekyo is not really fully canon, but that'll probably just be there to turn a bit more of the tides towards favor of Uchiha. And didn't Fugaku also have a run-on-site order from all the different villages during the war? Yeah, he did, I'm pretty sure. And with the run-on-site order, Minato had that, and Kakashi's dad had that. It's either run-on-site or kill-on-site order. Though I don't know if many people had the ability to kill Fugaku on site. Wicked Eye Fugaku, which is a badass nickname. My opinion remains so that only... Yeah, they do have an early advantage, as long as they can tire out those eyes of theirs and their chakra reserves, then they definitely have the advantage. But then, also, being in the war would also gain the chances of awakening more 3 Tomoes, as well as Makengekos. So if a bunch of Makengekos awaken during the war, then it's over for the leap. But still, though, they still have Kodo and Matsukame in 2 eyes, so they can do it twice. Of course it depends on what the powers are, but every single Makengekyo power that we've seen has been incredibly overpowered. Like Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi, Kamui, both Kamui types, Kono Matsukame. You name them, they're probably incredibly overpowered. Onibi is still really strong, though. And it can be more spammed than stuff like Tsukiyomi or Kodo Matsukame can be. But it's like, man, if people get just abilities like Onibi, stuff like that, where they can just spew out elemental abilities, kind of just over for Konoha. And Wicked Eye Fugaku's Sharingan was also said to be able to control the Ninetales. So if they were able to steal the Ninetales away... Well, of course. But if they're just able to steal the Ninetales away, which isn't that hard, considering how quote-unquote well-defended Naruto was. He was just put inside of a little hut, and that was it. Or in an apartment. Yeah, Kurama gets let out, dealing with Shisui, Fugaku, Itachi, all of those. That's gonna be kind of just impossible to do. Not even Hiruzen, the man who was able to take on both the first and the second Hokages at the same time, would be able to fix that. What's your question? No, this is purely just Uchiha versus Konoha. If we were to pull in the other nations interfering with it, then Konoha would be destroyed. Without a doubt. Because if you throw in the Land of the Cloud, Land of the Mist, if you throw in the Cloud, Mist, Sand, all those hidden villages, then, sorry, but it's over Konoha. Yeah. The chaos would be obscure. And I don't think that the Uchiha would be like, hey, jump in, other nations, come help us kill them. Because other people are gonna want to take the eyes from the Uchiha during that panic. Because of how legendary they are. It would become a three-way conflict, which would be insane. Insanely cool, but like... Also, I'm really disappointed in... sometimes I just forget the name of the mangaka for Naruto, but I'm very disappointed in how much he just let the Konoha 13 down. They just stopped being relevant at all. Sure, they got some little tiny moments in the war arc, but it's like, ugh. Really a question of how caught off guard Konoha is. Really quick, I'm gonna answer your question, then I'll repeat what I just said. Or not question, what you said, I'm gonna answer that. Konoha would be very caught off guard, because they don't have Itachi and Shisui there to stop, or like to tell Danzo what's going on. But, I'm gonna repeat what I said. The mangaka for Naruto really let down the Konoha 13. Because they had a lot of potential. And instead they're kind of just thrown to the dust. If they did not do good in the Chunin exams, it was kind of just over for them. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're talking about hypotheticals in Naruto and such. So Konoha really had the big disadvantage there. His existence could give some level of forewarning. Whose existence? Danzo's? You got me confused. Danzo's existence? Yeah. Well, yeah, that is true. They would get more warning because of Danzo's just pure and utter existence. Because, yeah, very paranoid, very racist, very... He would still probably have root members trying to watch, but they wouldn't do as good as Sasuke or Itachi and Shisui did. Very, very little. But they'd still know the Uchiha were upset, because they made that very vocal themselves, that they were upset with things. So I'd assume Hiruzen, being the scholar that he is, would prepare himself for the worst case scenario. In that being the Uchiha wanting to overthrow Konoha. Yeah, Hiruzen's definitely the biggest hitter within the Leaf at that moment. Sure, you have Kakashi, but he wouldn't be all too powerful. He'd be able to take out a bunch of different Uchiha, but when it came to, like, fighting, or when it would have come to fighting people like Itachi, I don't think that he would have really succeeded too much there. Another big fighter would have been Might Guy, but the problem with that would be Koro Matsukame, and they'd probably prepare for Might Guy being a very big hitter. So they'd throw in Koro Matsukame to take care of Might Guy that way, and then he would no longer be an issue for them. Instead, he'd be an issue for the Leaf. It would definitely be an instant win. Unless Mike... No, I don't think Guy would even try to fight. I think that'd just be a forfeit at that point. Because the next stepper up to being Hokage would be Danzo. And Danzo would not perform very well in combat compared to people like Hiruzen and all those fun little boys fighting against the Uchiha. Now, if the Byakugan was actually stronger, then I'd say there would definitely be a better chance for Konoha to beat the Uchiha. They would, like, at the start of the show, they wouldn't stop talking about how the Hyuga is the strongest clan in Konoha. Even when the Uchiha existed, the Hyugas were the strongest. But when it came to a higher leveled Sharingan, the Hyugas were not the strongest. Like a really, really well-trained Jonin from the Uchiha clan with the 3 Tomoe would probably beat a really well-trained Hyuga Jonin. then again, it all relies on skill at that point, because the Hyuga can knock out all their chakra points. But the Sharingan user can copy their movements in Taijutsu. So, no, they don't. The Byakugan can see near 360 degrees chakra at a better potency than the Sharingan. Logically speaking, could likely copy. But the Hyuga are purely martial fighters with added chakra bits. They can, yeah, no, they really don't. They use their taijutsu, and with taijutsu, there are big strengths and big weaknesses. Sure, Gentle Fist is really strong. But the only people that could use, like, really high levels of Gentle Fist, like, the Twin Lion Fist, why am I forgetting her name? Air palms in rotation have great range. Yeah. It is very close range, mostly. Air palm does have a really nice range, but then that's their only ranged attack. It's really ridiculous, and I have never really seen a single Hyuga user use an actual conventional jutsu. Just taijutsu. And the only upgrade for the Byakugan was the Tensegan in Boruto, but the only way you could get a Tensegan is being an Otsutsuki and then taking the eyes of a Hyuga clan member. Which is really ridiculously easy for an Otsutsuki to do. If an Uchiha had the Byakugan, they would instantly be terrifying without any real practice, as the benefits are great. Whereas Hyuga getting a Sharingan, they would probably fail. Yes, exactly. The Hyuga don't use the Byakugan as well as they could. It really could be a very, very good dojutsu, but none of them used it incredibly efficiently. Yes. Whenever someone thinks of a dojutsu, they think of Sharingan, Rinnegan as the strongest ones. Then you have Byakugan, which is supposed to be one of the big three in strength, but it's not. Its genjutsu capabilities are really just not there, because none of the Hyuga clan members have used genjutsu that we've seen. Yeah, but that's Kaguya with an Otsutsuki Byakugan. It's not used at all. Genjutsu is something that I think everyone should specialize in at least a little bit in Naruto. Because it's incredibly powerful. Not a lot of people actually use Genjutsu. And if they do, they use it sparingly compared to, like, Itachi, who's the god of Genjutsu. Genjutsu should have been used more in Naruto, and not just for Shisui and Itachi. Like, it was great and all that one Jonin specialized in Genjutsu, and she's supposed to be the best Genjutsu user in the entirety of Konoha. But then she went and tried to put Itachi under a Genjutsu and completely just fooled herself. Okay, that was the Sound Girl. That was the Sound 4's flute girl. But that was like one person out of how many? Ma displayed some really powerful Genjutsu. Not just ocular, some sound Genjutsu like the Sound 4 girl did. But that was the last ever sound jutsu sound Genjutsu we've ever heard from Ma. Oh, come on, man. Did he figure out sound Genjutsu? Oh, he did, because he got all of the sound 4's powers. That's true. You're right. I liked the Sound 4. They were cool. They were weak. They went up against Genjutsu, or Genin, and lost. Sure, they weren't your average normal Genin, but they still lost. That was the last time the Konoha 13 actually had a good victory. Even though they still couldn't retrieve Sasuke. They would have won, yes, but, like, still, the backup was not very... They still had trouble with fighting... Like, Kimimaru, he had trouble fighting Drunk Lee. Which I know is supposed to be a gag thing, but, like, dude, Kimimaru was supposed to be incredibly strong. Well, of course, he then got more used to his taijutsu, his sporadic nature of taijutsu, and started beating him. But then came in Gaara. But also, the backup was still just Genin. Well, yeah. Win the war super early through... Yeah. Exactly. I think Uchiha win, but I also don't entirely know. If they had Obito joining them, they would win. If they didn't, I don't think they'd win, but then if they had Kurama joining them, I believe they would win. Yeah. You know, some days I think, do I know too much about anime? Because I know a lot about One Piece. I know a good amount about Naruto. I know a lot about Fullmetal Alchemist. I know a lot about a lot of animes. Exactly. No, but with a question mark. I want to say no because what I do know about I am very... Yeah. I also know a lot about Dragon Ball. Well, I know a good amount about Dragon Ball. Specifically Z and Super. I know much less about Dragon Ball, the original. And as you notice, when I am exposed to content I need to be aware of, I tend to deep dive. I don't know, man. I think we know a very good amount. Very healthy amount. They launched a rabbit to the moon. When did they do that? I know they launched a dog, and I think a monkey. Or, they launched the dog into space, and then I think the rabbit, or then I think the monkey to the moon. Did I say to the space? Oh, in Dragon Ball? Oh! The original one? The original Dragon Ball? I did not know that. A literal rabbit. Poor rabbit. Rabbit mobsters on the moon? What are you talking about? Rabbit Rabbit mobsters. No, man, I think you're just going insane. Sounds like a fever dream. You're not? Are you sure? It happened. Rabbit mobsters? I could believe more of a rabbit, but rabbit mobsters? You watching Beastars or some shit, bro? Rabbit mobsters. Oh, right. I did forget that. Right, because there's the pig guy who can transform into... My bad. I forgot Oolong, yes. I forgot Oolong. I think I blocked Oolong out of my memory, actually. I'm pretty okay without remembering a guy who, or this pig guy who would force a town to give them, or give him their children, because he wanted to marry them. Yeah, I didn't like him too much. I found him a little too much. He had all the really creepy parts from Roshi, but without the Roshi. Yeah, Long wasn't the best. I found Roshi pretty funny. He was still like a pedophile and a very, very creepily perverted old man. But he was also a martial artist, so. It's okay. After I'm done with this damn fire station, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Can't believe they're charging me $1,000 to do a fire, or they're paying me $1,000 just to do a fire station. Or they're only paying me. I need more money than $1,000 to clean an entire fire station. Oh, you did? Welcome to whoever joined. Okay, send them over, and then I'll listen to them right after the stream. Gotcha. I'm almost done with the inside part of this damn tower. I swear. It's been so painful, but also very enjoyable. Alright. Almost done with the inside wall here. Two heavy ones have entirely different vibes that fit either way. Okay, sounds good. Gotta always be prepared for music in a session. Da 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 da. So many people just refuse to watch JoJo's after I recommend it to them. They either say, oh, it's too gay, or oh, it's too bizarre. But yeah, it's kind of in the name that it's bizarre. Kind of just says JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Almost done with the tippy top. JoJo's very good. Conostando. Or no, I am stand. Yes, perfect. You have made... Yeah, I've made only one stand. Actually, I've made 2 stands. No, I've made 3 stands. I've made a stand called Savior. I've made a stand called Gas, Gas, Gas. And then I've made a stand which I can't remember the name of it. But it's literally just a balloon with a smiley face on it. $15 to $20? God damn. 15 to 20 is crazy, dude. Achieve mind theory of everything, feeling pink / seeing red. Which are evolutions of each other, star set monster, which was yeah, around portals. Okay. I'm too itchy. And there's Ra as a final god stand, since there wasn't already a Ra. Then there's Revolt, Otherworld, Wishmaster, Mothership. Damn. Speaking of Ra, Egyptian mythology. Oof. My favorite kind. Right. Zarlo over heaven. Right. Zahando over heaven. Me and my brother, we made a gag thing where it's the hand, Zahando, and then over heaven. The hand over heaven. He's just got 9 arms, all of which has a hand that can erase things. Hey, wanna make a Brando? Zahando over heaven. Zahando. Thus Ra developed a power of creation so that it could literally make its own world away from one's gravity and fate. Oh, cool. Creation is absurd, though, on the same level as the world over heaven. As you could literally create your own time with Ra Yaten. Reason behind of the naming instead of heavenly or Ra over heaven is because it's inspired by the different aspects of Ra. Ra being midday, yeah, rebirth / morning, and Atem being the creation at night. Yeah, yep. And Kefri's rebirth, and Kefri's rebirth comes in as Ra still had to be broken down. Yeah. Powerwash Ra is on its own and was denoted for its speed and durability and is its ability to center around a mirror. Or century around a mirror in his chest that allowed it to borrow any stand powers. That's powerful. Borrowing any stand power. It's better than how the world was originally supposed to be. All the stands, yeah. Yep. And the fact how the world was supposed to be all of the stands was crazy. Like, holy shit. That was so incredibly overpowered. But I don't know if it's as powerful as Time Stop. Because Dio was a god when he had Time Stop. Kefi basically has a small version of an almighty push and universal pull, as Kefri's rebirth was the beginning of separating from the concrete gravity. Oh. We love almighty push. Especially a spammable version. Hence Caffrey. Yeah. Oh wait. Similar to how Sea had its gravity manipulation. But since the end goal is to escape gravity and escape fate and make your own, you don't need to push or pull yourself how you want. Or you need to push and pull yourself how you want. Hence Caffrey. Yeah. I get that. Sea was also incredibly powerful. Then he changed all the way over to... Spoiler alerts. Changed over to... Whatchamacallit. Damn it, why am I forgetting? Made in Heaven, that's what he switched over to. With his, like, endless speed. And universal reset. Dude. Still not as strong as the World Over Heaven. Dude literally just had the ability to say, you're non-existent anymore. Sorry, bud. Okay, I'm changing that. And Atem was creation so as to fully create its own fate, time, and world, and creation. Oh, right. Things made by Atem or for example, cannot become bombs. And since it's two heavens clashing, Atem can resist the World Over Heaven as long as Dio falls to hit the user himself. But then again, Atem's user could probably, 1, create a soul transfer device, and 2, make a new body and then hop to the new body. Yeah. The whole thing with the World Over Heaven, though, is that he can just say, no, you can't do that. And then you just can't do that. Unless you have Star Platinum, that is. Star Platinum is just says no. And the world cries in the corner. You can stop time, but not Atem's time. Oh, okay. Well, I guess so. It's like his entire own reality. So rather than manipulating reality completely around them, they just create their own. Am I correct? Okay. So it's basically just a direct counter to the World Over Heaven. But at the same time not a direct counter, because I can't... Yeah, separation from this reality, and then into their own. And it is okay. And it is intended as a direct counter to this reality and its fate. You create your own fate and your own reality. Don't let others do it for you is basically what the stand is, I presume. You are your own gravity, right. Only you can hold yourself down. Don't let others do that to you. It's the stand of someone who's tired of everything and just wants out. So, Yoni's stand. No? Reminds me a lot like Yoni. Look, what did I not finish? Yoni doesn't out. Okay. Also, a 10 is a heaven stand. You don't just get a heaven. You do get to control it. Or she wants to control. Yoni does want control over her life, yes. But she also wants enough of this world and its people that she sticks around. Okay. Office wall, office wall. What office walls am I missing? Probably these, right? No. She was sealed away purely because she loved enough the world. Right. That she had something to lose. Man, what office wall am I missing? Missing 2 office walls. Where? Is the drill tower? She was sealed away purely because she had... Yeah. Oh, you already said that. Hold up. Hold up. Why... Where is the damn wall? It's hiding from me. Right. Well, I can't seem to find the office wall that this lays on, so this will be the end of the stream. Thank you so much, Marco, for coming in and hanging out with me. Thank you to anyone who joined and did eventually leave, but that's okay. But yeah. Thanks again to you, Marco. I will. And I will be seeing you all in a different... I will. Promise. I will be seeing you all at a different time on a stream again. So, thank you so much, and